Just as Allah knows your pain, He knows your oppressor who causes you pain. And He will hold them to account too, even when they feel least accountable. Sometimes it isn't your own sin that breaks you. It's someone else's perceived power, a boss who humiliates you, or a family member or close friend who manipulates you, or a tyrant who crushes you. And somewhere in that exhaustion, Shaitan may whisper, why does Allah let them keep doing this to you? But before we talk about that tyrant, let's establish something unique about the categories of Allah's names. Not every name of Allah is meant to be mirrored by us. Some of His names do call us to act, to be merciful because He is Ar-Rahman, or to be grateful because He is Ash-Shakur. And then there are other names that call us to be in awe, like Al-Khaliq, the Creator, or Al-Malik, the King who executes at will, or Al-Jalil, His Majesty. And then there are other names that are beautiful only for Allah, and can actually be harmful when human beings try to claim them. These are the names you don't imitate or embody, but instead you seek refuge in or from. Al-Qahhar, Al-Jabbar, Al-Mutakabbir. Allah is Al-Qahhar, the subduer, the overpowering. You know, people sometimes think that power means being the loudest in the room, or buying influence with money, or commanding armies. But all of them have cracks that Allah will expose. It's only He who never sleeps and never slips and never miscalculates. When you ask, why does He let this oppressor exist like this? Remember that His delay is not neglect. وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ اللَّهَ غَافِلًا عَمَّا يَعْمَلُ الظَّالِمُونَ إِنَّمَا يُؤَخِّرُهُمْ لِيَوْمٍ تَشْخَصُ فِيهِ الْأَبْصَارِ. Do not think that Allah is unaware of what the oppressors do. He only delays them to a day when their eyes will stare in horror. Notice that Allah speaks directly to the victim here, comforting the victim, letting you know that He only delays the oppressor to that day where He will fully punish them. But Allah mocks them while they plan against you. And Allah reminds you that He has not forgotten you. And Allah also promises you that He will not fail to avenge you. Allahu yastahzi'u bihim. It is He who mocks the schemers who think that they're clever. وَيَمْكُرُونَ وَيَمْكُرُ اللَّهِ. They plot and Allah plots, and His plot always prevails. And when Allah delays for them, He's merely preparing a painful punishment. Their story ends with people despising them here, and Allah crushing them after death before ultimate accountability on the Day of Judgment. And all along, He's still subduing them in ways that we perhaps can't perceive. Remember Yusuf alayhi salam when he glorified the name Al-Latif, who was always there for him? That was the gentle side. But when the same Yusuf spoke to his two fellow prisoners, his tone changes entirely and he uses another name altogether. Ya sahibay as-sijn, a'arbabun mutafarriquna khayrun, am Allahu al-wahid al-qahhar. O my fellow prisoners, are many lords better? Or is Allah the one, Al-Qahhar, the overpowering? Because when you stand face to face with injustice, you don't need gentle names. You need the names that shake thrones. And when you're imprisoned, either by body or by mind, you can start to falsely attribute power to your captor. So Yusuf alayhi salam is reminding them of Al-Qahhar, who overpowers every supposed power on earth. Now subhanAllah, one of those two men was executed by that king. Yet only Allah knows best what their true fate will be on that final day. So who is Al-Qahir, Al-Qahhar? Al-Qahir is the one who has the upper hand over all creation. He governs your heartbeat without permission, and He controls the tyrant's next breath without asking. It refers to Allah's general power over the believer and the disbeliever alike. وَهُوَ الْقَاهِرُ فَوْقَ عِبَادِهِ. He is the subduer above all of His servants. Al-Qahhar refers to that same upper hand when it presses down and crushes and humiliates those who deserve humiliation. And Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah said, لا يكون القهار إلا واحدا. That one qahar can only exist at a time, because if there were two equal powers, then neither would prevail over the other. And notice how Yusuf alayhi salam taught Tawheed and the destruction of tyranny in a single sentence. Al-Wahid Al-Qahhar. The only one who also is the only overpowering God. And look at how Al-Qahhar subdues every single name on earth that once thought that it would never fall. Fir'aun drowned in the same water that he claimed to control. The mother of Musa had to put her son in a river to escape that tyrant. But then Allah drowned Fir'aun by the staff of that very same Musa. Nimrud, who claimed to control life and death, was taken by a mosquito. You see, every tyrant is toppled by something smaller than himself, so he can see how small he always was. And even if it appeared to be a peaceful death for the tyrant, has any one of them ever escaped being subdued by death itself, and the angels tearing out their rotten souls even though we couldn't see it? But even before death, Al-Qahhar destroys them from within. You see, a tyrant has no peace of mind because he never really feels secure in his power. He can't even trust his most loyal subjects, and he doesn't even know if his family really loves him or is just afraid of him. And that's a miserable existence. All for what? So don't be fooled by the gloating and apparent invincibility of the tyrant. Allah's already teaching them through the emptiness that all power is mine and all peace is mine. And when the day finally comes and illusions burn off, يَوْمَ تُبَدَّلُ الْأَرْضُ غَيْرَ الْأَرْضِ وَالسَّمَاوَاتِ وَبَرَزُوا لِلَّهِ الْوَاحِدِ الْقَهَّارِ. The heavens roll up, the earth is changed, and they stand before Allah, the One, the Overpowering. The same names that Yusuf alayhi salam used to remove fear from worldly prisoners are the names that Allah will use to instill fear in worldly tyrants.